The reality is that you couldn't have a good year, Yamedi Shiraye. What it to the year to whom the Akano Ekako Homo Bupen Diochi 80%.
The Akano?
Yes. I say a 2 kura in 20%.
Hey, and then you go on my Ghana.
So that's why when you pick the geological map of Ghana, almost every part of Ghana is a mineralized area. Baby, a good year from Kumbia, a real here. That's how blessed we are as a people.
Wow.
Na mresanti ina no. Enka asante se be ye defanti duampo ano no obedidi pumu a. Kanya bone si edi sehwe. Nzema asante anagunja so tikus etina sika kokko so ko obedidi sika kokko ho. Kane no ne na nanom na gada ense. Omonde so ni ade tutu abo no asi no mo yi omode mbo no mato. Until the emergence of sophisticated technologies, to say excavator no, to say chamvan no money ade buy no, and gadam say no and gada and say no, and then the ababe gadam say ya they say niema. Nti we are buying na waba, especially in the last 8 years. We hear atrocities and yamran semwa. Owura Kufuado tena ho hwe han manu koso okurum ha na yede saa adwumadi ni hye won sa it means yede adwumadi kese na ajawo. Nana, you walk into a ministry. Now your first information is that, oh, honorable minister me ma kwaba. Na ministry awu ba e kwa bretu wa ha no no. Hectare no be ye empemon kono 9,000 de. Abanda dana hwama ya say ni nyina. In fact, initial data you guy was 5,500. Not knowing say in the handing over note to Omodima Forestry Commission for no. Now you see 2021 pe. In the Forestry Commission for we update from 2021 to 2024 no. No say na they know is so scary than even we thought. It's no more 5,500 hectares, but about 9,000 hectares.
Hey.
Meanwhile, you need at least $48,000 to reclaim and restore vegetation on each hectare of forest and as each hectare of mined out area.
9,000. Unya that amount
yes,
of money.
Yes.
To reclaim.
Roughly.
To reclaim that land.
Yes. No, I restore vegetation.
Hectare.
And to multiply $48,000 by 9,000.
Yes.
And your forest. Now you can't off reserve. I know you're the only quite breathroom. And also you have some fufro. And the Obika said near me meswa. That is a wajia to me so beswa near ma. Modru. Your treatment plant that hold we okruma nyina almost source from the southwestern basin of our country. Pranomo and cobranomo bonsanum ni ade. Ye buy and now say minister owuro makwabo. Wunsu my treatment plant is we yam bi di kofie mu ni nnwuma mu nyina no. Ne potoye fa broni ka notability levels. Ankaye water company enfidie betimi ahohoro ana be sono they between 0 to 500 NTUs no. You see then in 12,000 to 90,000 NTUs. And SARS went in on the 2nd of January. Ghana Water Company manager no Watakwa district or 2 bonsa treatment plant because nan so no adane atecha omo hohoro anyeye. Health resource, say the health implication on public health. Akwada won ka bi shemu da yafunu ne maame kono munsu a dissolved with arsenic related chemicals inti. Akwada na yewo no a nipa wo se ne nsatea ye nan ne de emienu. Na ni eni ho na so atwa ne nan atwa. De yakura wo mu ni se ya think na nye galamsey no ye kra koko free chebi ba ye kra banji free chebi ba scientific fo nso ahuru say galamsey prone areas nnuane bi wo ho a arsenic content wom. You say mercury is an uninterrupted chemical. What the mercury to her asase mu ha which may be bibli na da so. Sounds na efra bibia wodua ho a ubehu ne content no wo. Bisa ho say we Ghana ni outdoor man na your first time to a ministry near cancer which are around. And so the work was so big. As I catch you say, Arsenio Densry official tablets, Afao Hills, Subri, Quabritu Bayan Kono de. Abanwa jet to me say they mean to me young review, what they are for. Because armed illegal miners have taken hostage of those forests. Forest Commission near abstract for current me would be. Tiabanwa Lebun says a red zone. Mobia alcohol, how do you call the a jet to me say no dear court. In Sri Lanka, Radin
9 forest reserve.
Yes. In Sri Lanka, Radin in less than just about 1 year because Minister Ba Asweho on 27th February. Just about 1 year. We are beginning to see positive signs. And then Kwabre Tunkuno as me no has been repossessed back to the state. Who would have known who will be a forestry commission near or routine checks? Can I'm saying him back or credit? Now, no, na Sebiga ni midingo movie say, hey, Kabore is woman and I wujina hono me say River Manzule. 2024 November, Udru was a choco milk for factory. Now no do ubo bigu no ye. The only thing is that it tastes salty. But in so no near to say you wine. If you were chima cropon, na a timwa and so credit in the biom. A man now must go operation and I timwa for and one fan on to my perfra. And then go to all the galamsey prone areas. You starting here implementing interventions or national report, scientific report if we Ghana Water Company and our Ghana Water Resource Commission. National how drastically turbidity levels are reducing. And then Shama, a hona you are proud of him. Ye baba mu ye de yakunyama udru it was an ISO. Ko Facebook ana hwan no sisi anebo Shama River Pra. Krom hofo no na ye video di ho adanse. But what I say? And unti for me betena had nsuo gina manum kasa kire nananom anu ma yetiafo. Me ka say me ntimi metena kasa galamsey tu atwa. No. But me timi atena kasa galamsey no ebeto no no nye enye sa na tie ne. It has become a high risk venture for people to go into galamsey. Adie ba kwa make us say I do how you buy excavator na chanvan. Aban if you see etimi control excavator na control chanvan. We are almost 65% away from controlling galamsey. Eti chanvan kwa they are banning no importation of chanvan. Last 2 weeks Kofu bi we omo ho de kwahye container mu say pampers.
Yeah.
And ye kwache no port 1700 champagne. Just last week and so another container 40-50 container must say day. And now the signal has been given to all shipping lines. Say beware of what content you are carrying to Ghana. And yes, we a shipping line. No be that say a tapoli. And as a car cover. Now be do ani yetimi they were intel. You who say a chanvaya wo shipping line you be sanctioned. Until no so almost so boya the aba ya pound to match say intelligence systems no papa. Garam excavator free the ground to for excavator makruma until you secure permit from Ministry of Transport. But ye ba no. Na banda da no bunani agusu asamra o manfa nya adwuma. Could you believe that? Over 8 years in power, they never registered a single excavator in this country. 2024 alone, excavator was the third highest import commodity in Ghana, which stood at 6.5 billion. Election year, Kurano and Bimusro say, Ajuma Kurano, Abanfo Robo, Maya, no, me, no. And they 6.5 for the Abisa, 2020, no, and they Jinamudi. Nti ya set it up table say ade a obi anya de asin so eba de yentimi nka se omon san fanko na mmom ya bedru port ho a ya be confiscate ya be impound wa o say ya odi ano bra be validate ni yen claim ma validation ye tiawa sabiga ba say excavator chassis number 229 ye ne dia sabiga adu kwa de yen o se bi kwa mining foul document a free minerals commission kire say on krata Ghana mrama okwanse kwa mining ni fa bransa na ye dia ma ofa 2 months no be entimimba 1,808 excavators na ye dia ma because enye just document ni eje sabiga what document ni mani the excavator no already ya track excavator no nti o de call manso tontokrom manso data no o de call bibia ni anwea so a na ya pini tracking device no to your name to that location. We monitor it in our strong control room of Minerals Commission. Real life monitoring 24/7.
The excavator near.
Every mining equipment I are tracking, we monitor it in our strong room 24/7.
Wow.
Baby, be a nam here. It will be also the copy be any and you also fed and I want to nam or boas a or boas a man says out to one man, not just say biga one a bind when did
Yeah,
ye di can grab a foul excavator would an answer machine. No. We believe that is the surest way. We know why someone is bringing in excavator, where the person is taking the excavator to, and what the person is going to use the excavator for. And why am I in a real-time monitoring? They say abuana no wa o di pima so o di interest so. The problem I nya ukrum han say small scale mining licenses. Asase amra no ma ho kwanse yemfa manipa no maximum 25.2 acres. Sa 25.2 hectares tete no a na ye di asoso no ebu 4 years ago no need 20 acres here. But na ye excavator no obu okwa within just 9 months no dey wie.
Easy crap.
Meanwhile, small scale mining certificate also is valid for 3 years. Eti afepena dependent dey wie. Now if what years no odiko. Unfortunately, evaluation team no so kwa they don't check boundaries, they only check the validity of the licenses. The license is active, but we're there trying to see. And ama yatna ho even small scale ko do baby no na amanfo hu say no so ye galamsey. But this time around, with 25.2 acres no, ya picking coordinates ni na they develop what we call a geofencing. And they are tracking machine no. As soon as I overtra wo share pair of fine machine na do. And over a control find a day na yen ko a control room ho. With the messy keep permission over camera and toso. How people machine got off or mo frame obu ho na operator no e ho ya fro or dan ho kakra or tra a unit just by a meter machine na do. I know say na ye hwe it makes sense. But I also would know who what you are 10 meters, 100 meters. That is a name of a oh, boy, young Daniel won't tell me 100. We are shape one. I don't know, sunshine or no, yeah, the amount. These are all our bed for Kwanswa, President Mahama, a day Buama, yet to me, to Galam say no. I said, and so far, so very good. But we cannot bury our heads in the sun like the ostrich and pretend all is well. Opening all is well. Hey, then I was a mabunu den edidi. Hey, then I knew no mining areas and I was almost so saying a call man. Eh, Yamin she say, Obi was slim in Indian so obedria and no buy obi wo a front plane ni deɛ so ɔno so asase no saade ɛwɔ mu no obi so osahwe obi wɔ asante ma obi wɔ baabi ɔbo ase ne ɔmo so deɛ no nti aban sɛ kane no deɛ yɛnyɛ ne yɛnti yɛnyɛ ne sɛ kane no through the responsible cooperative mining and skills development program yɛmmoa mmabunu no na agudie ndi ɔmɛtɔ akɔso atu no mu ntu no kwampa so ɛno na yɛkɔpa ho ntoma wɔ bo ase afofi anto ata kɔfɔ yɛ ne baeɛ. The incident had its own impact on the smooth running of the program because sebi nka dwumadie die nka pa ho ntoma na now the momentum no but wakɔpa dwumadie ho ntoma bɛhyɛ da mu osumbosu mienu afei na awokɔ hwehwɛ dwumadie na sanfa yɛ den a slow motion yɛ den bebam but nhyirankan rade owura makofi bu atipa tikɛse ɛso nda yɛ na wiadwe ama a new road map a yɛde introduce and I did roll it up the responsible cooperative mind. Me no can say the last week in a national coordinator Amama Osi had to staff any team or good field no more or more go into the mining district and mining communities. But be a mobile rante no di or the kind of galani na yam pamu bia mumbrani and register mo. Assassina mudi disono. Nsuo bia na ho amo say no ne ateke. Enye kwa ebretom ni ateke enye kokofuom ni ateke enye kwantimpon ni ateke se enye wenum nyina dia it is qualified to be legally recognized cooperative mining site. Hono am the report to the minister jina Ghana mraso amma mo temporary permit mo to aso nyam adwuma kopem se minerals commission any other agencies may wie omo permanent operating permit na ye dia beka mo ho eboa ma tweka mabunu kura nya ebidia memenenfi ko sinsuo mu ase yensuo ebidia memenenfi ko wura ye kwa abretom ebidia memenenfi kwan no ayanso ye no ayepe bia ka ho wo me de soso tutu ko tare na se nyina na to obede ebetwa. It also helps in because cooperative money ye with just 100 sites we have a potential of creating not less than 100,000 jobs because ko Prisi Abraham Bomia Brababum site in Kwa has more than 4,000 workers. You can do your mathematics. It's when you know, yes, say, yeah, it a guaquamua. Na me de debi American bill. Yano me, I can't tell them. About way I be say more juma. Ubishia or catch it or say, Ura Mahama. And I swap for Amakufibua, Utia for Magudi to us in who. Owa entia for magudie tu na mmom kwan a ye nyina ye no a agya o hawe so ne pese sesan nantie kaka na eboa ye nchire ma because senior ene ye nyina ye nya gold tam me si aduasa mienu nke mu mienu kura ye gold ankampe ofa na ya nya nsupa mfa nya ye nchire ba ye nchire ma nya mframa pa home a babro kura ka wo se why will it profit a man to gain everything in the world and lose your life. When you know, and she say, yeah, it did go. Yeah, didn't. And Ghana, ye didn't. Now, no was World Wildlife Day. Neka World Wildlife Day. It's a quampa or maybe born no quiet, mwado money a dear from by. Abandada no, and yes, I no. Because your person of war, you inquire home by the BB pageantry man. Or no one yam mrase ye kubu kwa enungu. Did Amika? The introduction of LI 2462 by the Akufo-Addo government was enough justification. Say Akufo-Addo no ye did preku aban, where did preku penny, while winning Chirimaho. And then Sri Lankan Rade, President Mahama, and then the Minister Orama Kofi-Boa have revoked that LI. And no kwanya hotos Omagana for say, Assembia, ye no Omokano kukwomni pentemu. Whilst we were campaigning, said the ever Ghana for and no as I control no one in so. One other area has to do with in Total Minerals and Mining Act policy and a friend is saying act a review. Now no ye dim movie catcher will say ye the idea be by friend a sliding scale mechanism. Abra a good no bow for no company bia or okrum ha or ye foreign investor no. On try to offer. Abra goodie no bo kosoro no. Company bia wo krom ha onu zuntua etoa e wosoro. Na emu ye din a yaje tum say ye ne mu besu abom yeso ye de duku bebo ye yase emu ye da mfaso no ye mfa ma mo go amfa nko bukurom yeso ye be de ye bedi bi mate say now no be say the common no has been say big heavyweights be to say US China ne Australia no say sliding scale no mo mpene na am say ade bi a bibini ya buroni ani nje ho bi ya ade be boa wu ya kure e be boa bibini
That's true.
it is sliding scale no the Sri Lankan red o china na e macho parliament na me dem wogidie say it's going to be a breakthrough for the people of Ghana so ampa say wo hwe say e kwa kobro be 3,000 na minister dey shem say you my 12%, making your royalty gains increase by about $500 million. Opening me de away yankwan de na example. Actually say she pa boy. Last 2024, a mining company in this country catch say on a profit of 1.3 billion. It's $1.3 billion. Ye nya say no takuya nya wasan they are building new plant. Offer sika more. Yes, we plow back. But what was the HFI woman? It is a way no bar, me just a beboa. Ama, ya, a good year, diano. Yes, yet to me, so emphasis, amanade, aboa. I know this whole US is one year, China, it's not really about Ghana.
Yeah.
Because Ghana, you pay, what do you say, you pay setters? Fa wudie kura nkoma wudie ye ne ye na foforo so be dey e be sua ye ti once ye go through pe all other African countries be ye so hu because ya say senior ye ti kuruma na go dodo ne agudie we ne ye think ye royalty 5% pay our loss ni pa na me fa 95 nko Ukwa Africa, I think say they just passed a new law. They call 8%. Burkina Faso, I think say it's 14 or 16%. It's the sliding scale we ever Ghana maximize, but our own present a very fair share. I feel say any serious investor should be interested in that. You don't fold up. It doesn't affect your operation because a minor will reason with you. But we are that also. Man, don't be interested in your profit making. Be interested in the legacies that you leave behind. And those royalties, yes, you be mpuntu obi. Na watch na ura makofibu abeko. Ni say said ye wo bank hospital, ye wo mining hospital. One ultramodern hospital West Africa. Nipa be tu kwa be jaya nge bone. But ya nya royalties e mu do have heard that answer. We nyina ye nkomoni ani so de hunu a. Megidi say obi akọ nkoto dwani mo mpaye mo owura makofibua asan say ono de wo de ne ho aba for de de aka de say ne nuanom ene ne papa nom ne Ghana fo aka de mpaye be tainachi na de kwasi broni so won pe no ye be san say ye na be de mfa so kese ye be de e be bre ye na ye ya Ghana nyemienu pe e ba ko pe ye ma ya ye ho kwa Nkrumah ye ma ni ye yi a mo obi awura mfi amakofibua ye kwa Nkrumah MP to no so betumi ayo
MAHMUD KABORE we no ministry ne nkomo kakra o de nkomo no mu hwam ye pa for yeda na sepa for that insight for year wetimi dia mind ti no say minister Emmanuel Makofibua o bono homodi ye pa